Wow. So Whole Foods is one big hoax, shucking and jiving in the face of the consumer, and got many health conscious people thinking that they're eating good food when really it's possible that they could be eating genetically modified, pesticide sprayed garbage. I'm so sick of the false advertising that we see in many of the products that we get from day to day. There's just so much false advertising, and look, you get a situation where people start to become conscious about the fact that genetically modified food is bad for you and it causes cancer. And then you get companies like Whole Foods that comes out and says, okay, look, we'll sell organic food for you and everything. Come to us and buy organic food. It'll cost a little bit more, but yeah, we're gonna sell you organic food. And then come to find out, when private inspectors are inspecting this so-called food that they're selling us at Whole Foods that's supposedly healthy and organic, they're finding pesticides and evidence that this food is not organic. You know something? My documentary, Food and Television Zombies, I talked about a lot of things. I talked about how processed food is, and even the processed junk that you get at Whole Foods, you know, like the organic cookies, organic snacks and whatnot, they're still processed in the same exact way that other food is processed in these plants where you get your Oreos and you see traces of almonds or peanuts or something in there because of the fact that they didn't clean the machines before manufacturing those Oreos. So honestly, all of these places, whether they're organic or whether they're just normal mainstream food, are full of crap. You are literally eating at your own risk whenever you go out and you buy from any of these places, especially to buy something that's been pre-packaged and manufactured. And it's really sad because of the fact that people just fall for the okie doke every single time. No, it's like mankind here in America, we started to get conscious about the food we were eating and saying, you know what, this genetically modified garbage, you know, no, we want organic food. Whole Foods come on the scene, and then they literally stabbed us in the back, or should I say the stomach. I'm thoroughly disgusted because of the fact that my family, we've bought from Whole Foods, and we've bought so-called organic food from these places. And to think that we're still buying the same crap at a jacked up price. And when I say jacked up, I'm saying they're jacking the price up and saying, oh, this is organic, it's better quality, so you should pay more money, when it turns out you're buying the same freaking thing. This is the type of false advertising, fraudulent crap that goes on here in America. We're buying so-called organic food imports from China, and they're not properly inspecting the agricultural methods of growing food, and they're not seeing whether or not they're using pesticides and genetically modified seeds, and whether or not other residue is getting on the plants, and then they're just passing it off as organic because people are too lazy to go over there and thoroughly and truly inspect the food and see what we're eating. And then you gotta know, when Whole Foods doesn't want to be interviewed for this news headline, you gotta know that it's something fishy and shady about it. Because of the fact they're like, nah, we declining an interview. Y'all, why are these companies always declining an interview? My thing is, if you're innocent, you shouldn't have anything to hide, right? That's always the case though in the food industry. There's always some fraudulent crap behind the scenes that you don't know about. And when you find out later, you often feel disgusted and worried and a little confused as to what the heck is going on, you know? I did a documentary on this topic called Food and Television Zombies, and many of my subscribers may have seen it already, but I'm gonna put a link to the documentary in the description, and I'm gonna put an annotation right by my face right here so that you can click on it from there as well. It's a really good documentary, and I highlight a lot of this kind of stuff that goes on in the food industry unbeknownst to the rest of the public. You know, things like fast food mishaps and certain ingredients that's put into food and pesticides and chemicals, and how the processed food that you get is just really tainted with other garbage, and it's just an overall mess in the food industry. And so I highly suggest that y'all look at this documentary and share it with your family and friends and tell people about it, you know, because people need to know that this is the kind of stuff that you're dealing with when you go out to buy food from any other source other than your local neighbor's garden, or if you're out there in your own backyard growing your own garden. Matter of fact, speaking of gardens, I suggest that since Whole Foods is selling fake organic food, fake organic vegetables and fruits and whatnot, I suggest that you start growing your own vegetables if you want to truly be organic. Bottom line.